The Kings Bay submarine base plays host to Defense Secretary Chuck Hagel.
The secretary told the Navy men and women in his audience he came to the base for 3 reasons: to thank them, to thank their families, and most importantly, to listen to what they have to say. Channel 4's Elizabeth Campbell is joining us live from Kings Bay with more of Hagel's message to the sailors. Elizabeth?
Well, Tom, Secretary of Defense Chuck Hagel's message to these military men and women today was very inspirational. He encouraged all of them to follow their dreams and to stay true to themselves. Now, this base is home to 8 submarines, many of which look like the one you see behind me. This is the retired USS George Bancroft, which is at the front of the base. It has a lot of historic meaning to this community. And Hagel said that this is a base that our country should be proud of.
They're doing such a good job, but we rely on them, the American people rely on them, to do the job that we expect them to do, and they do it brilliantly.
Secretary of Defense Chuck Hagel told our Navy men and women at Naval Submarine Base Kings Bay that they may not always get the attention they deserved, but said that's a testament to their success. He was their honorary guest Wednesday afternoon, and Commander Ed Callahan hopes the young sailors really soaked in the knowledge.
Be true to yourself, work hard, be faithful, work for what you believe in, and realize what you do is important. Because what these young sailors are doing and the commitment they're making today, tomorrow, and in for the future is truly important to our national security.
Hagel took a few questions from sailors, including a tough one about what keeps him up at night. He responded by saying there are new threats everywhere, every day to deal with, but that you have to remember one thing.
But you cannot allow yourself to get consumed with them, because then you can't think. You can't get above it and frame up the larger context of how all this has to fit into a larger scheme of where this country's going.
Ultimately, the day was about military pride, and Hagel thanked the sailors in the crowd multiple times, saying they are helping define the future of our world.
We thank you for what you're doing, what you have been doing here. I know occasionally you might wonder if anybody is paying attention or cares. We are paying attention. We know what you do. We appreciate what you do.
Hagel also talked briefly about sequestration, saying that it is devastating and that the department works on that every single day. He says they're trying to negotiate with Congress. He says they have about a year to do so. He says if they can't turn things around, that we will see bigger and deeper cuts, which he hopes is not the case. Reporting live from St. Mary's, Georgia, Elizabeth Campbell, Channel 4, the local station.